Welcome to the next lecture in electrical power system. We are discussing the power system stability studies, and the lecture topic that we are going to cover now in today's class is power angle relationship. So consider the relation for a lumped parameter lossless transmission line. So we are taking the lossless transmission line and the parameter is the lumped one. So let us see. So if you have a single machine infinite bus system, which is known as SMIB, single machine infinite bus system, and the reactance, which is including the reactance of the transmission line and the synchronous reactance or the transient reactance of the generator. So here we can represent the single bus infinite bus system with the reactance Jx, which is the reactance of the transmission line and the synchronous reactance, and there is a source of EMF which is basically for the generator, and this is the receiving end bus VR. So the sending end voltage is basically the internal EMF of the generator. So this is the generator whose internal EMF is Vs. So this is the sending end voltage of the system. Then the sending and receiving end voltage can be written as, so Vs being the sending end voltage, we can write as V1 angle delta, and the receiving end voltage is taken as a reference quantity, so it is equal to V2 angle 0. So we have taken 0 degree to indicate that we have taken the reference as the receiving end. Then we can obtain the current. So if you have the inductor or the reactance and this is equal to VR and this is equal to Vs, so what is the current flowing in the transmission line or the reactor? So the current flowing, so here we have taken the Vs as V1 angle delta and VR we have taken V2 angle 0. So the current that is flowing is V1 angle delta, higher potential minus lower potential, divided by the net reactance of the line, and we can convert this angle into the trigonometric form. So we can write V1 cos delta minus V2 plus j V1 times sine delta. So we have taken the real part one side and imaginary part one side. Then the sending and real power and reactive power, this is PS is the real power and QS is the reactive power of the sending end, which is obtained as Vs into Is conjugate for the sending end. Now substitute the value of Is from the previous equation whatever we have obtained here, and the value of Vs is this one. So we can obtain after certain manipulation as V1 V2 sine delta plus j V1 square minus V1 V2 cos delta divided by X. We remember that the system or the transmission line is lossless. So whatever the real power you are transferring in the sending end will be equal to the real power at the receiving end. Therefore, we can write PS is equal to PR in terms of PE, that is the generating power. Then we get it is equal to V1 V2 by X into sine delta. Then V1 by V2 by X we can represent as the maximum power that is being transmitted over the transmission line, and so PE is equal to P max into sine delta. Now if we draw that curve, on the x-axis we are basically taking the angle delta, and on the y-axis we are taking the power in the per unit system, then we are getting the curve like this. So this is the curve for P power angle relationship. Now for a definite amount of power here which is equal to P naught, there are two values of the delta. One is delta naught and another is delta maximum. So for one power P naught we are getting two angle delta naught and delta maximum. So we can see that we have shown for the one part of the curve, and the topic is for synchronous machine. So synchronous machine can be a motor or a generator. So this curve is basically for the generator action. So if we go the down curve, so that is for the motor action. So basically we are talking in terms of synchronous generator. So if you take up the motor, the other part of the curve will come. So for the given power P naught, we are getting two different values of the load angle, that is delta naught and delta maximum. So The values of delta naught and delta maximum can be obtained from the curve delta naught is equal to sine inverse of P naught by P maximum. So once we have obtained the value of delta naught, the delta maximum can be obtained by subtracting the delta naught from 180 degree. So we have obtained the power angle relationship of a synchronous machine, and we have seen the values of delta for different amount of power. See you in the next lecture. Thank you.